just like this.
Hello, my friends. I actually was feeling a little bit anxious, just to be honest with you. I've been on the computer all day and just like sitting a lot. And for some reason, I just started to feel very anxious. I just thought I would share with you what I actually do. So first, the first thing I did was stop. And the second thing that I did is I just sprayed magnesium all over my body. I just ran out of it though, but this is my favorite magnesium. Oh, if I'm gonna drop it. I just covered my legs in the magnesium and the tops of my feet. And then I'm just going to clean up my space because I was gonna say I just have been so behind on laundry, but let me tell you why. There's a very good reason why, and I'm so excited. So I have something so exciting to share with you. Well, actually I shared it in my last video, but that's okay. If you missed it at the end, I officially am certified. I passed my final exam for blood chemistry. So I officially am certified in functional blood chemistry. I began my journey to become a practitioner, and it was literally right around this time last year. It was February of 2023. It was a few months after I miscarried. My loss really was the driving force behind it all. So the day after I miscarried, they reached out, the NTA reached out, and they were just like, hey, you know, this is like the last day of our sale. I hadn't talked to them in a few months, and I just felt like in that moment, you know, what are the odds the day after I miscarried, hadn't talked to them in months, that they had reached out as a follow-up. I got an email from one of the admissions, and that was the moment I was like, okay, I'm all in, I'm doing this. I'm going to do this because I want to, if I could help one woman get the answers and get the help that she needs, that I never got, that I never, you know, even if I searched for it and I tried to get it, and ultimately, like, you know, your story just kind of lands where it does, and you go through what you go through, and ultimately some of the things you just can't control. Like, I went to all the doctors, I did all the things, and ultimately things never really turned around. I made progress, but things never really shifted with my thyroid, with my gut, with my everything, until I really was empowered to take my health into my own hands. And now to the extent of reading blood chemistry, but I even found old labs when we were moving, and reading those numbers, I was like, this is so wild that, you know, everything was normal when it wasn't normal at all. Like, there were so many markers now that I read, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this, it's all right here. It's all right in front of me. And this was like a lab from like 2016. And I just couldn't even believe it because, you know, I was told, oh no, like these numbers are fine. It's all good. And I'm like, it wasn't fine. It wasn't fine. My body was telling me what it needed in that lab work, and other markers that were low that I was given just the absolute opposite of. I would never, ever, ever do. I mean, I'm just so thankful for what I know now, and to be able to avoid that and actually instead of trying to fix the body or even manipulate numbers, if this is low, then we're just gonna, you know, correct it this way. But it's like, why is it low? Why is the body wanting that marker low? And letting the body tell the story and the truth of what it wants to tell. Like, God made our bodies so perfectly. And even then, my body was perfectly telling me what was going on, but trying to manipulate things or even fix things rather than fixing. I don't believe we need to be fixed. I think that our body is communicating to us, and we need to be supported, and it needs to be given certain things that it's asking for, and then it will respond then appropriately. That's the thing of just trying to, you know, raise a certain marker or push down another marker. Like, taking a step back and really letting the body speak, and then listening and responding to it, because our bodies are brilliant. And that is what I wish I would have been told, rather than your progesterone is so low, you're never going to be able to get pregnant, or it's going to make me cry. Like, all these things that I was told for so long, that you have to be on medication for the rest of your life. Okay, now I am getting emotional, but like, this is why I do what I do. This is literally why, because I believe that God did not make a mistake with our bodies. And sometimes you are in such a place where you feel so exhausted. Your hair is falling out. skin, whatever it is, your body is responding, and you're just so frustrated because you're trying so hard. And I'm just here to say, and I am so emotional, but I'm just here to say, like, it's not your fault. And if you've sought answers and you haven't received the help that you are needing, or your body's not responding in a way that is, is you're feeling better, I just want to say that it's not your fault and you're not alone. And honestly, you're in the right place because I am right there with you. And that's why I share my story, because I'm here to help, and I'm not here to, even that it can be easy to just, be quiet about the broken parts of my story. That for me was something that was very shameful. I felt like miscarriage, because here I am, like, I love health and fitness, but gosh, and I even have so much compassion on myself. Then I'm like, I had no idea about preconception health and blood work, and my body was telling me all these things then, but I just didn't know. And it's just not our fault. It's not our fault. And I just want you to know that. And I wish I could go back and just tell myself that, I just really, really care about you. And I feel like I can sometimes feel your pain in my own heart. I want you to get what I never had. And so that's why I share all these things, because I want you to feel hope. I want you to come here and feel like it's okay. I am going to be okay. And also, I'm okay right now. I want you to feel okay right now. And I want you to feel like it is going to be okay, because hope is one of the most important things. Hope is our lifeblood. If there is anything that I could say, even with blood and now being certified in functional blood, the most important thing that we could ever believe is that there is hope. And with God, there is always hope. And believing that, and believing that your body isn't broken, it has a direct and actual clinical impact, and our physiology changes with the way that we think. And that, our bodies, our blood, our life, our everything, it is our medicine. Our thoughts are our medicine. The way that we speak about ourselves is medicine. Faith and hope will change your body, just like a nutrient will change your body. That is how powerful faith and hope are, and love, and letting yourself be loved by God, even your body. Even the pathways in your body, every cell receives the love of God. And there is no way to even explain that, but it will show up even on tests. Okay, so I'm craving an acai bowl, and I'm just so ready for spring and summer. So we're gonna make our first acai bowl of the year. Yep, about a cup of blueberries, frozen blueberries. These are the wild. They smell so good. And then I'm probably gonna do like half of a banana. Really good source of potassium. I've been on it with my potassium consumption. It's actually kind of hard to get enough potassium every day. I have our 2 acai packets and the dark pigments from the acai. Dark pigments feed our good bacteria in our guts. My secret with the pack is that I get a little hammer and I smash it, and that way it blends really well. I'm gonna do 2 packs because I feel like that really gives it a good flavor. Hopefully this doesn't taste bad. You know what, we're just gonna go for it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna put in a little kelp packet because this is a really rich source of iodine, which is really important for our thyroid health. I'm gonna do probably 3 scoops of my Armor colostrum. It is almost the end of winter and I have stayed healthy this whole entire season. Oh, and I was gonna let you know about a new test that I'm taking, but I was just thinking testing changed my life completely. When I did my GI map, that is when I actually got to see like, wow, this is so powerful at directly supporting the mucosal barrier, because my IgA levels on my test were so strong and in such a good range. And Armor colostrum literally has antibodies in it. For a long time, even with my thyroid, I thought that I had a thyroid problem because of my thyroid, things, but a lot of the conversion happens in our gut. And when I started directly focusing on my gut health and strengthening my mucosal barrier, that is when I saw such a massive difference in my thyroid. Choose your scoops if you want to start out with 1, 2 scoops. I usually do like 3 to 4 scoops, but it's a food, and that's why I also love it too, because it is a bioavailable, meaning your body can absorb those nutrients from the food, because it's not just an isolated nutrient. There are over 400 different nutrients in it, peptides and antibodies, antioxidants. There's so many different things in here. I wish that somebody would have told me when I first started struggling with my thyroid and my gut and with all these different issues. For a long time, I thought, oh, I have, thyroid issues. Oh, well, I need to, focus on my thyroid. But really, a lot of thyroid conversion happens in the gut. And all these things, the thyroid, the skin, there are roots to the fruits. Those are just fruits. And so, when we want to go about changing the fruit, you have to go at the root. And that's the thing, is the gut. When you focus on your gut, specifically the first thing, the number one thing, strengthening your body's first line of defense, your mucosal barriers, and you give your body that ability to strengthen itself and nourish itself. That is your body's first line of defense. And that gut barrier is so important against these outside threats that trigger things like bloating and gas and all these different things, and having, issues that then get outside of the gut, but it's ultimately coming from the gut, like the skin. That's why this impacts the skin. And I feel like my skin is just doing better than it's ever have. It feels so glowy and hydrated. And this is because it actually activates your body's own stem cell collagen production. That's the thing. When you strengthen your skin barrier, you're combating acne, you're providing and helping with hydration. I mean, there's skin elasticity because of the collagen production. So instead of chasing the fruits, like skin or immunity, trying to go after those specific things, go to the root. Just go straight to the root. Go to your gut. I wish I would have known to do that, 10 years ago when I first started struggling with my gut and with my skin and breaking out and feeling exhausted and bloated all the time and all these different things. I wish I would have known, Cambria, focus on your gut. That's just the fruit of the root problem, which is the gut. When you do that, then the fruits are going to change. And that's the thing. When I've been able to actually see on my labs, my IgA number, my thyroid numbers, my skin, all these different things of the improvements that come from the gut. I've been there and I've seen the actual changes on labs, and I have felt them as well in my body. This, my friend, is a root. Okay, this is a root, and this is gonna make you have the good fruits. So, okay, my analogy, but you get what I'm saying now. That's the thing, is that sometimes it can just be so overwhelming in the world of what to take and how do I support my gut health, or I didn't even know that my thyroid was connected to my gut. And I'm gonna tell you, it really can be very, very simple. I specifically love Armra Colostrum because they test for glyphosate and they're glyphosate free. That is the new thing that I'm looking for in anything that I'm going to consume. And this is the most potent, bioavailable, just sustainably sourced colostrum on the market. It is the best. So you can go to tryarmra.com/Cambria and they're gonna give you 15% off of your first order. So link will be in the description box. It's time to change your roots. This is going to literally regenerate your roots. Literally, it regenerates. It says regenerate on the bottle, and that is exactly what it does. It literally will regenerate your gut health, and then it will change everything else in your life. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. There's over 20 grams of protein in here. That is a good acai bowl. Oh my gosh. Oh, and by the way, when you get yours in the mail, you want to make sure that you use it in cold things. So like smoothies, that's where I really like to add mine into my smoothies. You want to keep it cold so that you can preserve those nutrients that they worked hard to preserve for you. So. Okay, this is making me so happy.
Do you want that little honeycomb? You want medium, lot, extra lot?
2 scoops. Okay, that's kind of a lot, babe. Whoa, it's fine. Okay, just really drizzle.
Tell me what.
Babe, your drizzling powder is really creative. Like, don't you like drizzle across? Yeah, no. Whoa.
Pretend I'm drooling.
Pause this video and go make yourself an acai bowl, please.
Just like we used to do on our old dates, remember? Before the place. I literally take that every day.
I know.
Every day.
You love it.
I'm a colostrum baby in this house.
You are.
We make better bowls at home.
Our place, they got weird on their ingredients.
Yeah, I miss those purple lips. I'm kissing Barney. I say Barney jokes a lot.
You kind of do.
I know.
Did you watch Barney a lot as a child? No?
No. This is everything I learned from you.
What?
Red pigments. Your body likes them.
Red and dark pigment and purple.
I never know the studies, but she knows.
Oh my gosh. This is another thing. This is like the ultimate gut health food.
Yeah.
Technically the blueberries, like those deep pigments, that feeds the good bacteria in your gut. This is the perfect gut nourishing thing and full of fiber. Fiber feeds the bacteria. Are you
Just ate
joking?
it? No.
Am I not even realizing you're like
No, there's a
joking?
big old chunk of acai in there. It was like an ice cube. And I had brain freeze the whole time you were talking.
My revelation.
I was like dying inside.
And the goji berries. The
Yeah.
dark colored goji berries. I just had a revelation.
Coconut's good for your-
Coconut's high in lauric acid. Okay, this is the things I can. We just discovered this. This is so good for your gut health. No wonder I feel so good in the summer months because of this. You know what? Acai bowls year round. No more spring summer thing. This is forever.
Oh, yeah, coconut shaving went down my throat. It's very dangerous to eat.
I'm getting very passionate about this right now. Lauric acid is what? What?
Coconut water.
Potassium. You're getting tons of potassium, tons of fiber, the dark pigments that feed the akkermansia, the good bacteria in your gut. Way to go with the coconuts.
Yeah, I know.
That's good. Hello, my friends. It's the next day, and I'm actually getting ready to go get my blood drawn right now, which it's funny that I'm getting excited about getting my blood drawn, but I really am. After I did my first initial labs about a couple months ago, I wanted to kind of work on what I saw and do things that I, saw that I needed to do based on my labs and my reading and interpretation of them. So I've been doing that for, again, probably like a couple months, but now I am doing sort of a follow-up to that because I wanted to give myself time to, nourish my body and do what I need to do. But my labs really indicated that I really want to I wanted to get an infection panel because of the iron. Anyway, without going into all the nitty-gritty details, basically my iron has been all over the place for a very long time, and iron is like chocolate basically to pathogens, and so I am going to get a pathogen panel. I'm going to just my local hospital to get my blood drawn. I had the kit sent to my house, so I'm really excited to go do that. And then I'm also going to go to the farm and get some, goodies at the farm, some fresh produce and everything like that. I've been loving grapefruit. I know this is so random to say, but that mellow grapefruit, I've been loving it. It's so hydrating and nourishing, such a good source of fiber. Very exciting times. This is the Cyrex 12 panel, so I'm about to go. I got to get ready. I've been editing and I've just been on the computer this morning, having meetings, all this stuff, doing my pathogen panel, waiting on my Dutch test results, which I will share those once I get that back, which I'm very excited about. What else? It's been really awesome to track my cycle too. As you've seen, when I used my temp drop, I use it every single day. Ever since I got that, it has been one of the best things I've ever done for my health, to see ovulation, my temperatures, everything. It is so amazing, so insightful. I cannot believe it took me so long to get one of those. Way easier because I don't have to ever remember to track my oral temperature. But also, we got some palm trees for the backyard and I'm so excited. So I got my palm trees from my last vlog the other day, and I put those out in the front yard, so it's been really nice and they've been so beautiful. But Costco had big, huge palm trees, and I was like, we're getting those. We're gonna put those in the backyard. I am so ready for spring and summer. And then the acai bowl made me even more excited. But anyway, let me show you the palm trees in our backyard because I'm really loving the palm trees. Here's the palms. I'll show you a little update of the backyard hopefully later. We're gonna plant these, but these are our new palms and I love them and they make me so happy. So excited. So I just got done at the farm and I had to share this story with you because I was like, this is everything that I've been talking about recently. And so there was a guy, he was checking out and he had a ton of celery in his cart. And I don't know how it got brought up, but somebody else who was in line was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, what's all the celery for? What do you do with all the celery? He's like, oh, I juice it. Why do you juice like so much celery? So then he responds, it cured my thyroid. And she was like, what? What do you mean it cured your thyroid? And he was like, well, I just, I juice celery every single morning, and I've been doing it for 3 months, and I was hypothyroid and now I'm not. And I was too nervous to I was too nervous to chime in. I was going to say butt in, but not, but you know what I mean? Like chime in. I was too nervous, but I was like, okay, this is exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to the sodium potassium pump. One of the functions of the thyroid on a cellular level is to make more sodium potassium. Sorry, my phone cut me off. But one of the functions on a cellular level that the thyroid does is make more sodium potassium pumps. And that is why the thyroid is such a metabolic regulator, because the sodium potassium pump makes up at least 25, maybe even more % of our metabolic rate. So when you are getting enough sodium and potassium, specifically sodium, because sodium is very, very rich. Celery is a very good source of sodium. So he's consuming a rich source of sodium every single day. When you give the cells what they need, sodium, potassium, then your metabolic rate is going to change. And he's no longer, as he said, he is no longer hypothyroid. How interesting. And I was like, everything that I was talking about, and I wanted to like explain, she's like, interesting, weird. Like, I wonder why that is. That's so interesting. I don't know. And I was just too nervous to chime in. I was like, thyroid on a cellular level, its job is to make more sodium potassium pumps. And that is why it's improving his metabolic function, is because your cells need potassium and sodium. Specifically the sodium is probably very deficient in sodium. And that's the thing, is that a lot of the times, even we hear salt, like, oh, you don't want to have too much salt. Salt is so important to be making sure that we're getting enough of every single day. Electrolytes really are fundamental. And it's incredible. So, because I was like, wow, that's literally what I've been talking about in all of my videos when it comes to thyroid function, electrolytes, how important it is to get your electrolytes. My stomach's growling. I'm so hungry. I need to go home and make an acai bowl because anyway, so that was that story, because now I need to go home and make an acai bowl because I went to go get my blood done, but apparently they don't do it after a certain time because they have to ship the kits off. So I'm going to get up early tomorrow and be the first one in line to get my blood drawn and get that sent off. And that's the thing, like for a long time, I always just focused on the thyroid, but it's not about chasing the thyroid. It's about looking at what do the cells need. And if like the gut, for example, if the gut is having issues with barrier issues, and there's things getting out that shouldn't be getting out, and you're reacting and you're bloating and you're having issues, it's going to affect other parts of your body, because everything is connected to everything. And that's the thing, is that, our gut, part of our thyroid conversion happens in the gut. And so that's the thing, a lot of times we just focus on the thyroid, but are we getting enough sodium? Are we optimizing our gut? Are we having bloating and gas and things that that is our body communicating to us and telling us, hey, I need some help in this area. And maybe you didn't even realize that would affect your thyroid, but it does. And the beautiful thing is sometimes that can feel very overwhelming. But the way I like to view it now is, wow, every single thing that I do touches every part of my body. When I nourish my gut, it's going to affect my thyroid. When I give my body electrolytes, it's going to affect my gut and therefore my thyroid, because our gut needs sodium, potassium for, peristalsis and all these different things. Like our gut, even that, we need sodium for stomach acid and breaking down nutrients. Like, anyway, I could just go on and on and on, but I had to share that with you. Let's go home and make an acai bowl. Okay, we have a farm and Trader Joe's haul. So first of all, from Trader Joe's, I am really excited about these. So these are just organic red potatoes, but I specifically want to make, let me turn on the light. I feel like it's a little bit. Specifically want to make a potato salad with the chimichurri, like a cold potato salad, just to have like an easy carbohydrate on the side. But I just figured it'd be so good with red potatoes and have this like as a cold side salad, a little potato salad. So gonna do that. Bananas, butternut squash, wild arugula, amazing bitters, and then also some blackberries. And then from the farm, we have apples, oranges, passion fruit. This is going to be so so good on the acai bowls. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Of course, we had to get our celery and carrots for our daily carrot salad, and strawberry season is officially upon us. Okay, I should have turned on the light from the beginning, but anyway, so and then of course I had to get more parsley and cilantro so I could make more chimichurri and keep it in stock. So and also I didn't even really go over this. I got some lemon, limes, apples. These are amazing. Apple peel feeds akkermansia, the good bacteria in your gut. And then again, I've been loving these mellow grapefruits. They're so delicious. So I stocked up on those, and yeah, that's my little grocery haul. So, and then I almost forgot, I got some more flowers because these are on their way out. As you can see, some of them, they've been kind of dying off here. So I'm going to keep these. Don't worry. Don't you worry. But I'm going to put these in another vase so I can just keep all the beautiful flowers coming. So excited for spring and summer. I'm forgetting all my flowers. I also got hydrangeas from Trader Joe's because again, you can never have too many flowers. I always got to get flowers. Hello, my friends. I'm so excited for today's giveaway. I say that in every single giveaway, but we're gonna get right into it. The first thing I got you is this Stanley. I think this is the legendary camp mug. This is the mug that I use when I take Meester on a walk in the morning, and it is just the perfect mug that keeps your drink hot when you're just going for a walk or you're just kind of going out and about. Like, I'm not gonna be afraid to drop this and break it, you know? And I don't actually use the plastic lid. Maybe I would if I was drinking like an iced drink or something, but I just take off the lid and I just walk around with it when I'm walking Meester. And this is just the perfect, or you can, you know, oh, speaking of Meester, he's right here hanging out. I wanted to get one for you because I have one too, and it's the best. And then apparently I was really excited to give you mugs and just something to drink out of. But this mug is just, I saw this and I was like, I think this might be the perfect mug because hear me out. It's not too big, okay? So it's not like a huge latte mug or anything like that. But also it's the perfect, it's a pretty big diameter. Not that I know how to do latte art. I probably would love to learn. I've tried, but it's a little bit hard. But you could totally do, you know, your latte art if you can. But you can have like a good size, you know, coffee. The point is, it's nice and wide, but I also like that it tapers down. So it's almost like the perfect teacup. This might be like the perfect London fog mug. So I actually got myself one too. So we are twinning. And actually, since I have this one, we are quite literally twinning. You have your at-home one that you can make your London fogs in, and you have your one that you can also make your London fog in and take it for a walk. Look how cute these teaspoons and the tablespoon. No explanation needed. I love them. I just love them. So you're getting those. I really love having my, I think it is Rifle Paper Company, yeah, where I can write down my meals and, you know, grocery items. And so this is a magnetic notepad, and you can stick this on your refrigerator, and it's perfect because it makes for a nice grocery list. So when you run out of things, you can kind of keep a running list. And I thought that the pattern was really cute, and I like how it has the check marks. You're getting this. And then last but very not least, you are getting the book trio. I'm coming down to an end of the book trio here because I'm literally running out of all of them. And this one is actually no longer in print. The Look Inside, my very first book. So you're gonna win this, but you're also gonna win Growing Strong, which has workouts, recipes, devotions, and then my newest book, Milk and Honey. So beautiful. I love this book so much. And now that I finally don't mind my self-timer light that just went off in there, that's like super creepy. I finally, since I passed and I am officially certified in blood chemistry, I'm finally getting to start to pour my energy into bringing back the podcast. So very exciting because we're going to be going through Milk and Honey, and this has so many devotions in it. This devotional was written to help you taste the goodness of God in every season of your life. You're going to win this and all the other goodies, and all you have to do to enter, you can leave any comment that you want because I can't think of anything right now. That's all you have to do to enter. This is such a fun giveaway. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out Armra. It is the absolute best colostrum. It's amazing. I just got a comment from one of you saying that you ordered Armra, you got it, and it has been helping your gut so much. And I just can't say enough good things about it. It truly is a life-changing food, and it is something that I am going to be using in my practice as a practitioner because it is just that powerful and I love it. So you can go to tryarmor.com/Cambria and you're gonna get 15% off of your first order. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.